18-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now, and
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Yellow lady. Double dog. That's the way.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 43.
Breeze going to throw. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Jarrell Casey coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be a short field ahead as the AFC takes over 1st and 10. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. First down, Connor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now Breeze. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The AFC offense making their way back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Toss play, counter. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The offense for the NFC back out there. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
Again they run with Gurley. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Ready. Check 55, Mike.
Now Breeze. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out is the AFC offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far, and that'll set them back 5.
All day, baby, all day.
Still first down.
Follow these two. Oh, yeah. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Interesting, they took a shot right out of the overtime gate, Charles.
I think what they were trying to do was to create a big play that would not only energize them on offense and put that thought squarely in their head about winning the game, and also they were trying to flip field position, coming from deep in their own territory. Unsuccessful on that play.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First throw of overtime for Breeze. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. All right, well, they didn't kick it on second down, now third and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on fourth down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt.